What if somewhere out there in the galaxy, hidden in plain sight, entire stars have been swallowed, not by black holes, not by supernovae, but by civilizations? Civilizations so advanced, they've built colossal structures around their stars to capture their energy. These are called Dyson spheres, and they may be one of the biggest clues in our search for alien life. In today's video, we're diving deep into Dyson spheres, the science behind them, the search for alien megastructures, and what it all means for civilizations beyond us. Buckle up, because this takes us from science fact to science fiction, and possibly to the future of humanity itself. Life isn't just yours, it's everywhere, it's everything, and we're here to explore it all. Be curious and stay curious. So, what exactly is a Dyson sphere? Back in 1960, physicist Freeman Dyson proposed a radical idea. He suggested that advanced civilizations wouldn't just rely on the limited energy of their home planet. Instead, they'd go directly to the source, their star. Imagine surrounding the sun with a vast collection of solar panels, habitats, or reflective mirrors, capturing almost all its energy output. Now here's the thing, when people hear Dyson sphere, they often picture a giant, solid shell completely encasing a star. That looks cool in sci-fi movies, but in reality, that's not what Dyson meant. A solid shell would be unstable and impossible with our known materials. Instead, he imagined a Dyson swarm, millions, maybe billions, of individual satellites orbiting the star, each capturing sunlight. Other variants include the Dyson bubble, made of stationary solar cells, the Dyson shell, the sci-fi fantasy version, and even the Matryoshka brain, multiple nested spheres that could serve as massive computers, harnessing unimaginable amounts of energy. So, why go through the trouble? Why would any civilization want to build something so mind-bogglingly big? The answer is simple: energy. As a civilization grows, so does its hunger for power. On Earth, we already consume more energy every year than the year before. But even our entire planet can't supply us forever. A star, on the other hand, pumps out an astronomical amount of energy. For context, the sun outputs more energy in a single second than all of humanity has ever used in its entire history. A Dyson sphere, or Dyson swarm, would be the ultimate power station. It could fuel interstellar travel, giant supercomputers, and maybe even entire artificial worlds. For an advanced alien civilization, building one might not be just useful, it might be inevitable. Here's where things get even more exciting. To understand Dyson spheres, we need to talk about the Kardashev scale. The Kardashev scale is a way of measuring how advanced a civilization is based on energy consumption. Type I civilization harnesses all the energy of its home planet. Type II civilization taps into the full power of its star, and this is where Dyson spheres come in. Type III civilization controls energy on the scale of an entire galaxy. Right now, humanity isn't even Type I yet. We're more like 0.7 on the scale. But if we survive long enough, and our energy demands keep growing, we may eventually reach Type II. And if other civilizations are out there, older and more advanced, Dyson spheres might be exactly what we should expect to find. Okay, so if alien civilizations are building Dyson spheres, how will we actually spot one from Earth? Here's the trick. Physics says you can't cheat thermodynamics. If you collect a star's energy, you have to give off waste heat. That waste heat would show up as infrared radiation. So astronomers search the skies for stars that look dimmer than expected in visible light, but brighter in infrared, a potential signature of a Dyson sphere. Projects like WISE, Spitzer, and Gaia have scanned the skies looking for these signals. And while we found some intriguing candidates, like the famous Tabby star, which showed strange dips in brightness, none so far have been confirmed as Dyson spheres. Still, the search is ongoing. In fact, researchers have identified a handful of stars with odd infrared excess. That could be Dyson sphere candidates. But distinguishing artificial structures from natural things like dust clouds or planetary disks is very tricky. So far, no smoking gun. But the fact that we're looking and can look is already mind-blowing. Here's where the idea gets really wild. Dyson spheres don't have to be built around normal stars. Recent studies suggest advanced civilizations might build them around white dwarfs, the remnants of dead stars, or even black holes. Why? Because black holes can actually produce enormous amounts of usable energy through their accretion disks and jets, in some cases, even more than a star. Imagine a Dyson swarm around a black hole, collecting radiation from the accretion disk and beams of energy from relativistic jets. This could provide a civilization with energy far greater than what our sun provides. And the crazy part, astronomers say we might already have the ability to detect such structures. If they exist in our galaxy, that means if alien megastructures are real, we could spot them sooner than you think. But this leads us to a bigger question. If Dyson spheres are such a logical step for advanced civilizations, where are they? This ties into the famous Fermi paradox. If intelligent life is common in the universe, why haven't we seen any signs? The lack of Dyson spheres could mean a few things. Maybe civilizations rarely survive long enough to build them. Maybe they prefer smaller, more efficient technologies we can't detect. Or maybe they're out there, but deliberately hiding. It's also possible that Dyson spheres aren't as inevitable as we think. Perhaps advanced civilizations learn to minimize their energy use instead of maximizing it. Or maybe they find energy sources we can't even imagine. So what about us? Could humans ever build a Dyson sphere? The short answer, not anytime soon. To build even a partial Dyson swarm, we need to dismantle planets for raw material, construct trillions of satellites, and coordinate them in orbit around the sun. The engineering challenges are enormous. But in theory, it's not impossible. It would take centuries or millennia. But if humanity continues to grow technologically, it could happen. In fact, building solar power satellites in space, the baby steps toward a Dyson swarm, are already being discussed today. In a way, talking about Dyson spheres is like holding up a mirror to humanity's future. If we don't destroy ourselves, maybe, just maybe, one day our descendants will turn the sun into the ultimate energy farm. The concept of Dyson spheres is more than just science fiction. It's a window into what might be possible for advanced civilizations, and maybe one day for us. When we search for Dyson spheres, we're not just looking for alien engineering. We're asking the deepest question of all. Are we alone in the universe? And the answer might be hidden in the starlight itself. So, what do you think? Do Dyson spheres exist? Will humanity ever build one? Or are they just a cosmic dream? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this exploration into Dyson spheres and civilizations beyond us, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because we've got plenty more cosmic mysteries to explore. Until next time, keep looking up, and remember, the universe is bigger, stranger, and more full of possibilities than we can ever imagine. Thanks for watching. Be curious, stay curious,